Hey everyone, I am Salim. I'm from Nextcloud. First of all, I have to thank Elizabeth and Julius, who are one of the main engineers on the integration to Collabora and helped me get into the topic a little bit. Yes, as I said, I'm a software engineer at Nextcloud. I will present a little bit what we integrated with Collabora in the past, what kind of features we had, and then also go over what is coming up and what we recently did. But since I heard in the morning that there are a couple new faces at Collabora since the last year, I will firstly present a little bit what Nextcloud in general is. So we are an open source enterprise content collaboration platform. We offer all kinds of things from file sync and share to talk, groupware like calendars and mails and contact apps, but also Kanban style boards with deck. We have Talk, which is for chatting and video conferencing, but of course we're at the Collabora conference, so today we will talk about the Rich Documents app, which is the integration to Collabora, called Nextcloud Office. In the past, Nextcloud and Collabora did some nice things together. First of all, there must be sharings. You can easily share Office documents in Nextcloud with anyone on your instance or create public shares via email or a link. You can also share to talk conversations, which you can see on the screenshot. You can have a video conference with someone and have a live Collabora session right next to it. Everyone in the call can join it and so on. Yeah, then one of my favorite integrations is the Smart Picker, which you can see underneath. You can basically share any entity in Nextcloud, deck cards, contacts, talk conversations, and so on a Collabora document instantly, which comes in handy quite often if you're referencing all that stuff in your documents. Yes, and then you can already see it in the screenshot. We applied custom Nextcloud branding, so if you install Collabora on a Nextcloud instance, it looks a little bit different. Basically, everything is a little bit more blue than normal, and there's the logo in the top left. Yeah, so now let's get to the stuff that's coming up, and that's a little bit newer. First of all, something I really enjoyed are the setup checks. I think it was mentioned before that there is some error messages from Collabora coming. We're using the VOP access check endpoint. So we can basically call Collabora and check and get some errors back. And Collabora tells us what is going wrong. If the JWT access token is not working, Collabora can't save files back. Yes, and that resolves the issues I personally had when setting up all that stuff on bare metal installations where you had two servers and Collabora couldn't reach your Nextcloud instance, but you wouldn't know what's going on. Now you can go to the administration settings and see it instantly, even get notified if the Collabora version is out of date or your Rich Documents version is not correctly functioning or not matching up with the Collabora version. Yeah, then, of course, nowadays you have to talk about AI. So we have the Nextcloud Assistant, which is a Nextcloud-wide integration of artificial intelligence models that you can use. You can, of course, deploy your own LLM model, like Llama and so on, but you can also use OpenAI integrations with an API key. You can, in Nextcloud, basically, you can just chat with the assistant, you can generate images, but you can also summarize emails and talk conversations and create calendar events from those emails where the agenda is automatically generated and the date and time are extracted from the email. Yeah, and for Collabora, I might just show you how it looks before explaining how it works. This is the assistant view where you have like a lot of options on what to do with the assistant. And for Collabora, you can generate Office text documents. Just write a prompt, summary of Frank Karliczek, our CEO, and then you create a task, wait until it's finished, and at the end, you can get a generated result by AI, a summary of Frank Karliczek. Yeah, so let's get back to how all of this works with the Collabora APIs. So you can generate slides, documents, and sheets. And all of those work a little bit different because AI models can generate Markdown pretty well. We generate Markdown for the documents and text. And then we have an internal function to convert that Markdown to HTML. And then we use the conversion API to convert the HTML to ODT, which Collabora can then display easily. For Sheets, it's pretty similar. We just create CSV, which works well with LLMs, and then use the conversion API again to convert to ODS. Yeah, for the slides, it's not quite that easy because there's not a good way to separate slides from what the AI generates. So we're using the transform API, where you can basically fill out JSON data and then give it to the transform API with the filled data, and it can generate the slides for you. So that was the easiest way to do it, and in the future we are planning to also implement like a template filling with AI, where you can also use the transform API to fill out forms automatically. Yeah, so that's all on the AI side for now. I have two more small integrations I would like to share with you, which is the file conversion in general, which Collabora supplies. So we have integrated that in the right-click menu on Nextcloud. When you right-click a file, you can just click Save As and then get all the options that file can be converted to. The nice thing about that is that you can also use that in the Flow engine, which is to automate stuff inside Nextcloud. So you can have special files in a folder or files with a specific tag always be converted, so you can easily share them to customers in the correct format. Secure View, which has been in Nextcloud a little longer, but now also works in talk shares. So if you, as I showed you before, share files in the talk conversation, you can now prevent downloads and have those little watermarks on the document. Yeah, the nice thing about that is because Collabora renders the UI on the server, people actually can't download the file, because in other solutions you can always download the file if it's sent to your browser. Yes, you can see the admin setting for that. You can basically just set the setting for any share you want, where the secure should be and where not. Yeah, that were all the integrations. If you have any questions or want a small demo from me to show you something, just come up to me. I'm around here till tomorrow. Yeah, thanks.